Welcome back. We're at the 2010 Ultimate Builder Custom Bike Show here in Long Beach. We are with Keith Bandit Ball again. Keith, we got bike number 3, and this is the most unusual of all 3 of the bikes we've looked at today. I love it. Tell us about it.
This is I'm always intrigued, you know, and I like to build a different bike every year, kind of a different style, and I've always been intrigued by the board track racing guys that build these board track racing style bikes, but I'm too tall. I can't fit on one. Right. Well, Ron Paw at Pauchco built sort of the next frame generation, and it was a little longer and a little taller, and so I decided I'd give it a shot, you know. So this bike was built, it was designed to be as old looking as possible, but it's all brand new. And so it looks like something out of the 20s. In fact, even this tank up here is actually my spare gas tank. But in the 20s, they had acetylene tanks up here that fired up the headlight. You had an acetylene gas headlight. So actually, we tried to do a lot of things, like even the speedometer, I ran it off the rear wheel, and who the hell knows if it's accurate or not. But you know, we just tried to do and use quirky old stuff on it to give it that kind of old feeling to it.
But I mean, the obvious question that gets raised is, when I walk up to this bike, I wonder, where did you start? Where was the first point on the bike that you began? Did you sketch something out? And once you did that, where did you go from there?
You know, I love sketches. I love sketches, and I love working with artists and having a concept drawing. Right. Because that's kind of inspirational if you're always looking at your concept drawing and going, yeah, I'm going to build that, you know. Right. So no, I don't know that there was a sketch, although I work with some artists, and as soon as they see me starting to build something and they'll quiz me about it, then they'll do a sketch or a kind of a concept drawing.
So was it a frame, or what was it?
It was mostly a frame. It was a frame, the front end, and a Crazy Horse engine. And I really like these Crazy Horse engines, and you know, they're the Indian engine that they ran for quite a few years, and then John White bought Crazy Horse engines when the company went out of business, and he started a company around it. Right. And these engines are just interesting. They're different looking. The carburetor's out the left side of the bike. It's just, and they really run nice.
At a distance, it looked like an Indian. I couldn't tell. Yeah. When you're a few feet away.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we call it the 5-ball factory racer, just to, you know, like what they would have in the 20s.
Like a board tracker. Now, how high is that seat? About 31?
You know, I'm not sure. It was, actually that seat was also done by my friend in Australia, Glenn Priddle.
And the same guy that did the tooling on the other bike that we saw?
Exactly. And Glenn did that as a gift to me for the 10th anniversary of Bikernet. And we're actually now facing our 15th anniversary next year in 2011. But that seat sat in my office, you know, just kind of on display. And I thought, well, someday I'm going to build a bike. And well, I had an old sprung seat, an old vintage sprung seat that I was running on this thing. It was way too tall, and it was either too far, I think it was too far back. And I went, holy shit. You know, here I built this bike and I'm ready to bolt the seat on it, and it doesn't fit, you know. I went up to my office and I picked this thing up off the floor and I said, I wonder if this, I came down and it fit like a goddamn glove.
Meant to be.
I mean, it was meant to be. I mean, the thing is absolutely perfect. And I'm not sure, it actually did lower my seat height down 2 or 3 inches. But actually, when you sit on this bike, it's pretty comfortable. And it's got these big 23-inch black bike wheels.
I love those. Those look great.
Yeah, and they actually handle road bumps better. So I've got footboards, rubber grips, rubber mounted handlebars, a sprung seat. It's got a pretty good ride for a rigid frame.
And I like the theme throughout with the 5-ball from the 5-ball racing team. It just really pulls it together nicely. You've done great work once again.
Oh, thanks very much. I really appreciate that, Bob. It was a lot of fun to build.
Well, that's 3 for 3 with Keith Ball, Keith Bandit Ball. Be sure to go to bikernet.com to see these and other bikes, and we'll see you next time.